To get exceptional results at anything we do in life, we have to make great sacrifices. Whether it be excel at a sport, school, or your work. And cryptocurrency is no different. In this video, we'll look at a few of the sacrifices you can make during this bear market to reap the rewards during this upcoming bull market. So all you have to do is wait until your friends call it a bull market, start buying, and make all this money, right? No. In life, there are no free lunches. You can't just wait for the bull market to come, buy a bunch of Bitcoin, claim your free lunch, and walk away without any sort of punishment. 5 years ago, I thought this was the case. In mid-2017, I put in about a year's worth of tuition at about $3,000 Bitcoin. Over the next few months, Bitcoin went up to $20,000. Week after week, I saw my account hitting new all-time highs. Before I knew it, I was sitting on about 7 years of tuition. But during that time, I had a voice in my head saying, what did you do to actually deserve this? Where did the money come from? Everything else you've done in life, you've had to work for. What work did you do to make 7 times your money in 4 months? Well, the crypto market showed me that that's not how things work. During the 2018 bear market, I lost all my profits and was below that amount that I put in. That's when I learned a valuable lesson. There's no free lunches in cryptocurrency either. You'll either pay for it with sacrifices initially, or you'll pay for it after when you lose all your profits if you were lucky to even make any to begin with. Then in 2018-2019 bear market, I made some real sacrifices and different steps that I took to prepare for the upcoming bull market. Well, let's get into them so you can replicate them and hopefully see great results as well. The first thing you can do is to educate yourself, and the bear market is the best time to do this, but also the hardest. It may be the last thing you want to talk about. Why would you spend your days learning about a market that just dropped 80% and half the world is calling it dead? But it's actually a good thing, as it removes a lot of the distractions that you'll face during a bull market when everyone is saying, buy this coin for 10x or buy that coin for 10x. The worst thing that can actually happen is you listen to them, it goes up 10x, and now you reinforce bad behavior with a positive financial reward. But after the bear market wipes out a lot of those scammy projects and scammy promoters, you could focus on the core projects and how they bring value into the world. As Warren Buffett said, you only see who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. And in this case, the tide is a bear market, and after that, you could see who's been hiding something. To start, you could just learn a lot of the basics, like what is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin mining? How to buy and sell Bitcoin? What is decentralized finance? How does crypto even add any value to the world? What is limited supply? How do fiat currencies work? What are the different investment strategies? All you need to know is dual momentum investing. This will provide you with the framework going into the next bull market, a steady, strong foundation. So you could ignore a lot of the scammy promoters, filter through all the distractions, and when you're doing your own trading, you'll know about the different psychological biases that can help you stay focused to your plan. This will no doubt be a sacrifice. There's many other things you'll want to be doing with your time than learning about a project that just dropped 80%. But it's a necessary step if you want to get any sort of results in the crypto markets. Now that you educated yourself a little bit on cryptocurrencies, now it's time for the second step where you come up with a plan and you invest and follow that plan. You may even need to sacrifice some of your spare time as you pick up a second job. I don't care. Deliver pizzas on the weekend. Work for Uber. But you may need to create a second source of income and put it into cryptocurrency during the bear market. Probably the hardest part of this is actually sticking to a plan. Along the way, you're going to have tons of pressure to do the exact opposite of what you actually should do. Our brains are not designed to trade in financial markets. They're designed to survive in the wild. So we have a bunch of psychological biases and heuristics that can lead us down the wrong trail. You may ask, well, what about the people who bought Bitcoin for $100 in 2013? Do they deserve to have the reward of keeping it in 2022? after now it's at $20,000 or more, I would say they absolutely deserve it. They had a plan to hold on to that Bitcoin and they stuck with it for years. They went through many periods of the market dropping 80%, but they held on and went against what their emotions and their psychological biases may have wanted them to do. So for that, hats off to them. I saw the difficulty of sticking to a plan while managing Tradeium, which offers an automated dual momentum trading system to manage your Binance account. A lot of people had the plan to just stick to the strategy, but often they would turn it off because that's what maybe their emotions did, and turn it back on because they wanted to pick a top or pick a bottom or whatever. Some of them had the plan, which is perfectly okay, to implement a second strategy on top of it, like if it's below this price, I'm going to turn it off, and if it's above that price, I'll turn it on, which is fine. But it's important to come up with a plan and stick to it. One of the other sacrifices you can make, although highly optional and not for everyone, is to actually build something in the market. Again, this is a very tough time to do it because you may not be sure when or if crypto will have the good times again, even if, or especially if you are new to the market. But this is absolutely the best time to build something. During the bear market, when everything's quiet, you could pick up developers that may be out of work from a project they worked on that went down. You could potentially have it fully built or just ready to gain clients by the time the bull market comes, which is when it will actually start to help people, as you could build maybe something to help them trade. You could start some sort of educational YouTube channel. You could start a community on Facebook or Telegram that people share in and pitch in their different ideas that could help educate people. For me personally, I actually gain extra motivation to build something during a bear market. I'm super confident that the great time bull market will come sooner or later. And it kind of gives me a sense of fear of missing out, as I don't want to not be complete whatever I'm working on by the time the bull market is in full swing, because that's when I know it'll make the biggest impact. But again, this step isn't for everyone. It's a huge sacrifice. You could spend up the majority of your money, a huge amount of your time for a year or two or more during the bear market, and potentially it could not pay off at all. But with such a huge sacrifice and with enough perseverance and time, it's likely to pay off, especially in a fast-growing market such as cryptocurrency, especially so if it's within the even faster-growing, smaller niche of decentralized finance. And those are the 3 big steps and sacrifices you can make during this bear market to reap the rewards during the bull market. And it's to educate yourself, it's to come up with a plan, invest, and execute that plan, and optionally, you can build something. After I went through this process during the 2018-2019 bear market, in 2020 and 2021 bull market, I started reaping the rewards of that, and I didn't have that same voice in the back of my head saying, "Did you really deserve this?" Because I knew about all the sacrifices I made during those 2 years, spending all the money I had left in cryptocurrency to start Tradeium, to offer a dual momentum trading system to clients around the world. So if you would like to participate in that dual momentum system, especially during the next bull market when it'll have the biggest advantage, then you could check us out at Tradeium.io or just subscribe to the channel and keep up to date on what I'm doing here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.